Your final exam is going to assess SLOs number 3, 4, 7, and 8. And they're listed here in the instructions. Describe the factors and theoretical perspectives related to the development and maintenance of the disorders. You're going to list the primary treatments for the disorders and discuss the social and cultural factors that impact the expression of the disorders and examine the impact of biological factors on the development of psychological disorders. There are 6 categories of disorders. You're going to choose one per category. So for instance, you have dissociative disorders. Your choices are somatic symptom or conversion disorder. For the feeding and eating disorders, you can choose between anorexia or bulimia nervosa. For the paraphilic and sexual dysfunctions, you can choose between pedophilic disorder or gender dysphoria. And for the substance-related and addictive disorders, you could choose between alcohol use disorder or opioid use disorder. For the neurocognitive disorders, you're going to choose neurocognitive disorder due to Alzheimer's disease. So there's only one choice there. And then for personality disorders, you could choose between borderline personality disorder or narcissistic personality disorder. You're going to write one well-developed paragraph for each of those disorders that you choose. So for one disorder from each of the 6 paragraphs. So you'll have a total of 6 paragraphs. At a minimum, you should identify the disorder. What are the clinical criteria for that disorder? What differentiates it from any other disorder? So describe the disorder. What are the symptoms? Describe the factors and theoretical perspectives and approaches related to that disorder. So does the book talk about any type of biological perspectives, psychoanalytic or cognitive type perspectives, or sociocultural perspectives? Explain how any biological factors impact the development of the disorder, or are there any biological impairments that are caused by the disorder? Are there issues with brain abnormalities, neurotransmitter issues, or genetics? And then describe the treatments that are used for these disorders and which ones are considered the most effective. In formatting, you're going to do an APA style cover page, and there is a link for you to click on to see how to do that. You need to use subheadings, and that is described here, and double space with New Times Roman 12-point font, because all of this are requirements for APA. Then make sure that you are covering the information we discussed. Make sure you do not quote any material. It has to be in your own words. And make sure that you run your submission through a grammar checker. I highly recommend that you read aloud your submission to yourself before you submit it. When you read over things over and over, your brain knows what you mean to say and it won't catch things, but you're changing to auditory, and that way you are going to catch things that don't sound right more than you will just reading. Make sure that your only source is the textbook. I want you to just use the textbook. Use the checklist. When you write out your paragraphs, use the checklist that's provided so that you can make sure you've covered every area for each of the disorders you're writing about. And there is a sample paragraph for you to look at. So you will have 6 of these paragraphs, but here is a sample for you. And then here's the grading rubric that you could also use as a checklist. So I hope that is helpful. I know each and every one of you can do great, and I look forward to reading your submissions. Thank you.